Hi, this is me. My trip to Mexico and Cuba. There I am in Mexico at the travel agency. There's that infamous Mayan calendar, a Mayan bathroom, a Mayan peacock, Mayan Indians, and the Mayan hole in the ground. Uh, Apparently, Yucatan is loaded with these sinkholes and all the water goes into the ground and forms these pools um, and underground caverns. There's some stalactites, and there's another peacock, and there's another hole in the ground that I didn't go into. There's another peacock. Um, let's see. This is the Mayan hieroglyph alphabet, and there's Chichen Itza, the pyramid, or Chicken Itza. And there's some hieroglyphs that I can't figure out what it is. Something to do with some kind of jaguar. They're really into jaguars. If you look in the middle there, that looks like a jaguar head, right? And there's I think a snake head. Looks like a jaguar head. I don't know. But oh yeah, these are the good seats for the games. And there's my friend pointing at Chichen Itza and noticing the raindrop on the screen and feeling the raindrops everywhere on another part of the Chichen Itza compound. It's like 18. This is tic tac toe. Um, and there's a proud Mayan with a proud Mayan head thing on, and I have no idea what it's about. And this is where they used to keep soldiers and stuff like that. Used to have a roof on it. And there's, I'm not sure what the hell this ruin is. And there's another peacock. Um, let's see. Oh, here we're at the Mayan Museum in Cancun, and that's Jade. And there's an uncomfortable looking mask. Some guy taking a squat or something. And this either looks like a turtle or an eagle. I'm not sure which one it is. It's kind of fancy. And here's another jade mask. Um, but another jade mask from the Cancun Mayan Museum. And there is a genuine Mayan. Definitely a Mayan. And you can see the hair plug things on his head. I'm not sure if this was done posthumously or whatever. But look at it, he has good teeth. I think it's all that calcium in the water. Uh, you know, Crooked, but good teeth. And here's another figurine from museum. I have no idea what the hell this is. Anyway, here's one of our excursions out of the outer islands off of Cancun. And look at the freaking. This sky is just the way it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here we are in Cuba. That's the Hotel Nacional. Um, and we're going along the road down to the capital and notice the old car and more old cars and just another street scene. And here's some kind of Bastille where it's a freaking jail. And here's a street in Havana. And here's our taxi driver, Boris. And here's some girls who are licensed to come up and kiss you and give you a hug uh, by the government, and you give them a peso or so. And here's something to do with what's his name, Ernest Hemingway. And there's his picture with one of his wives. And there's somebody just sitting around. She looks sort of. I was looking at her white Crocs. I was wondering where she got them from. Um, but anyway, there's somebody sitting on a balcony uh, out there in Havana. And here's that Catholic priest, Bonacera, with a Indian boy. No comment. I think this is Columbus statue. The brass one, not the guy holding the camera. And here's a guy working his way for playing his trumpet. He was pretty good. I didn't have any pesos to give him, unfortunately. Here's something that I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. It's a lady riding a chicken with a fork on her shoulder. Nice knockers, though, you know. But and no hair. Anyway, if you look in the background, that's some of the tiny motorcycle cabs that you have in Havana. And here's another street scene, and here's another street scene. I think this is 27th Street or Zero Street. And here's some people. I don't know what they were about. I think they were waiters. I don't know if he was trying to sell her or whatever, but here's another statue. I had no idea who Elroy was. And here's obviously that tank was used by Fidel to fire upon us, United States citizens. No. We're trying to screw with them. Here we are at the Museum of the Revolution. Very interesting. Here's this flag. The Wall of Cretans. Notice who's on them. This was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Thank you. And here's the Noble Three: Che, Fidel, and Camelio Sinfugus, whatever. I can't pronounce his name, but that's just a Norte Americano. But there he is with Che. So he's all over the place. If he isn't Castro, he's somebody else. And here's tchotchkes that you can buy at the Museum of the Revolution, which I didn't buy, sorry. And there's a soldier who didn't want his photo taken, so I took it from afar away. There's Columbus, the statue. There's Lincoln. This is the whole of the Revolution. They celebrate our president, Lincoln. And there's one of those old cars as a cab. I don't know what to say about that. And here's more old cars. See that blue one in the middle there? I think that's a Pontiac, and I think it's the same color as the one my father had when he was alive and when I lived in Dutchess County. Here's some more old cars. Got to take pictures of old cars here because they're no longer around. I mean, the only people who have old cars like that are like Jay Leno or something, and he doesn't live in Cuba. So, I don't know. Let's see, what else? This is an old house down by the Capitol. But it was really, really ornate. These are the lampposts. These cast iron things are from pre-revolution, obviously, and that was the Capitol. And here's another old house that I took a picture of, and everything sort of has this crumbly look about it, but and here's the bay in Havana with Neptune. And here's some guy saluting us for some reason or other. But he was local color. And here's the other local color. And I just couldn't help but take pictures of him. Here's one of those cast iron posts that seem real interesting. Here's somebody looking through a window. I think it's Nouveau or Art Deco. And this is our street address, 270. And there's another old car and a lady turning her back. And nice tush. But anyway, there's a lady sitting in the window. I think I've gotten a close-up of her later on. But anyway, there's some more street scenes. Notice the Mercedes. And these characters waiting around to be photographed for a peso or two. And this is basically how people shop. As far as I can tell, there doesn't seem to be any supermarkets out there. Here's a mutt. I love him. A little Shih Tzu of some sort. And there's another market, little street scene thing there. And it might be the same one or a different one. Hi. This is, let's say, a Jose Martini. This is his birthday. This is when we were there. And here's some lovely ladies standing in a doorway with their doggie. And there's their doggie. Notice no collar, no leash, just running around. Here's a Cuban fellow, like to pose for pictures. This lady, same place, didn't want to have her picture taken. She was gorgeous anyway. And here's a lady who didn't mind having her picture taken. Here's a house that has that lovely crumbly look about it. Hasn't been painted. I haven't had this translated, but I will at some point. There's a dog, and there's another dog, a fat lady on top of her. Looks happy. Uh, Very well fed dog. And there's a little school kid. Notice the uniform. They have their little tie. And here's some bicycle taxis, which I didn't take because I'm too fat, or my friend was too fat. And here's a babe going shopping. And here's another street scene of just a casual street scene in Havana, 2013. And here's new cars and old cars. Like I said before, uh, it seems like some people can have new cars and some people don't. It's like every society where people, some people make it, some people don't. Well, that's my only discussion about Cuba. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to say I'm happy I went. It was on my bucket list. And let's see, I didn't spend $1 American in Cuba. I used Mexican pesos, which are legal to use. And I think I did this trip as legal as I possibly can, even though it was difficult to go from Cancun to to Havana and back, which I find as an American I want to protest. Anyway, thank you very much, and enjoy my slideshow.